David Bowie wasn't just a rock star. He was a cultural revolution. His influence stretched far beyond music, redefining fashion, identity, and the very idea of artistic reinvention. From his early days as Ziggy Stardust to his final masterpiece Blackstar, Bowie continually reshaped the landscape of popular culture, leaving an imprint that will never fade. His ability to transcend genres, push boundaries, and remain ahead of his time solidified him as one of the greatest and most influential artists in history. Bowie's genius lay in his ability to evolve. While most artists find a niche and stay within it, Bowie refused to be confined by expectations. His career spanned decades, with each era marked by reinvention. In the early 70s, he introduced Ziggy Stardust, a flamboyant alien rock star who redefined glam rock and shattered gender norms. The rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars was not just an album, it was a cultural phenomenon. Bowie's androgynous style, theatrical performances, and space-age persona captivated audiences, making him one of the most enigmatic figures in rock history. But Bowie never stayed in one place for too long. After Ziggy came the sleek, soul-infused Young Americans era, which brought hits like Fame and Golden Years. Then, he shocked audiences again by diving into experimental electronic music with the Berlin Trilogy, Low, Heroes, and Lodger. Collaborating with Brian Eno, Bowie explored ambient sounds, pushing the boundaries of what rock music could be. Heroes, in particular, became an anthem of resilience, standing as one of the most powerful and emotional songs in his catalog. Bowie's impact extended far beyond music. His fearless approach to self-expression inspired countless artists in fashion, film, and even gender identity. He was one of the first mainstream musicians to challenge traditional masculinity, embracing makeup, flamboyant costumes, and personas that blurred the lines between male and female. His boldness helped pave the way for artists like Madonna, Prince, Lady Gaga, and countless others who embraced reinvention as part of their artistic identity. Even in his later years, Bowie continued to innovate. Let's Dance in 1983 brought him mainstream pop success, proving that he could adapt to new trends without losing his essence. In the 90s and early 2000s, he experimented with industrial rock, electronica, and jazz, showing that his creativity had no limits. Then, in 2016, he released Blackstar, an album that served as his final goodbye. Just 2 days after its release, Bowie passed away, leaving behind an album that was both haunting and beautiful. Lazarus, one of its standout tracks, felt like a message from beyond, a reflection on mortality and legacy that cemented his status as an artist until the very end. Bowie's influence is still everywhere. His music continues to be rediscovered by new generations, with songs like Life on Mars, Space Oddity, and Under Pressure remaining as powerful as ever. His impact on film, from his acting in Labyrinth to his influence on soundtracks, keeps his presence alive in pop culture. His fashion choices, once seen as shocking, are now celebrated as groundbreaking. Bowie didn't just follow trends. He created them. What makes Bowie's legacy eternal is that he was never just one thing. He was a rock star, an actor, a fashion icon, a storyteller, and an innovator. His ability to remain relevant across multiple decades, generations, and artistic mediums ensures that his work will continue to inspire for years to come. Artists still cite him as an influence, filmmakers still use his music to create emotional depth, and fans still look to his words for comfort and inspiration. David Bowie changed the world, and the world will never forget him. Whether it's his groundbreaking albums, his ever-evolving personas, or his fearless approach to life and art, Bowie's spirit lives on in every corner of culture. The Starman has returned to the cosmos, but his influence remains infinite.